Welcome back to the eNETEmployer How-To video series. In today's lesson, we're going to discuss three important payroll settings. Setting up your payroll frequency, that's the number of times over the year in which you will pay your employees. The maximum net amount setting, that's the maximum amount that can be paid out on any single check or EFT transaction. And we'll round out the lesson by discussing your company's business account requirements. Let's begin by logging into the program and choosing the payroll service. First, we'll ensure that we're on the payroll tab, as indicated by the orange colored tab, and then we'll choose the current payroll control command. This page allows us to define certain payroll characteristics that will control its calculations. This includes the frequency at which the payroll will be calculated, along with the maximum net amount, a safeguard that will provide a warning when an issued check or EFT breaches a predefined maximum amount. In our sample payroll, we have chosen the biweekly 26 option, and if we double-click on the row, we enter edit mode so that we can view a list of the other pay period frequencies that can be used in our payroll. Let's zoom in a little bit. The options in the cell allow us to specify the number of times that a regular or normal payroll will be calculated each year. It's each company's responsibility to determine their pay frequency and apply it at the time the payroll is created. These values will be used when the program calculates income tax, CPP, QPP, and so on. The pay periods are listed by the name, followed by the number of times the pay will occur in a calendar year. As mentioned earlier, our sample payroll is set to biweekly 26. If we had an extra pay date in the year, we would choose the biweekly 27 option. Now let's move on to the second option in this screen, the maximum net amount cell. This cell is used to specify the maximum amount that can be issued by any single check or EFT. If this amount is breached, the program will provide you with a warning that the amount has been exceeded. This warning is used primarily as a safeguard to help you avoid issuing such a payment in error. For example, if an employee's work hours were entered as 800 instead of 80, that is with an extra zero, calculating the payroll would generate an error message indicating that this employee's calculated check would exceed the maximum amount. In our sample case, $2,500. The final item we'll talk about in this lesson will be business accounts. So let's choose the current payroll business accounts command. This screen allows us to set up the separate business accounts for your company's business number, the unique identifier assigned by the CRA or Revenue Quebec. The first cell in the row is used to enter the actual business number, the 9-digit registration number, which remains the same for all your business accounts. The next cell is entitled RP for payroll deductions, and it consists of a 4-digit number. When you enter your business number in eNETEmployer, you need to separate the two sections, that is, the 9 digits at the beginning, followed by the 4 digits at the end. The next cell in the row is entitled EI rate. This cell is used to specify the assigned employment insurance rate for the current business account. Employment insurance premiums must be deducted from each employee's insurable earnings. In our example, the company will pay 1.4 times the amount of the employee's premiums. This rate may be reduced if the employer provides their employees with a short-term disability insurance plan. The next cell allows you to enter a brief description for the account. This can be useful if your company has more than one business account. For example, if your company requires 2 rates, you could name them full rate and reduced rate respectively, as we've done here. Let's complete the business account settings by looking at the final 2 options. If we scroll over to the right, we'll see EFT Threshold and EFT Reference ID. The EFT Threshold is used to specify the mandatory threshold amount that applies to the current business account. EFT thresholds are set up by the CRA and are mandatory for businesses that make direct deposits with amounts that are equal to or above the listed amounts for their tax category. If we double-click to edit the row, We can see that the three options are regular, under 50,000, threshold 1, which is 15,000 to 49,999, and threshold 2, which is for amounts over 50,000. The final option is entitled EFT Reference ID. In this cell, you would enter the unique ID that will identify the EFT transaction origin, that is, from your company. This ID can be a combination of letters and numbers, and a portion should contain a string that helps the financial institution identify your business. If you have any other questions about this feature or any items you've seen in this video, simply press the F1 key at any time, or use the handy help icon, the question mark shown here. This will display the online help system that describes each column and page in detail. All descriptions are provided in alphabetical order to make it easier to locate the item you're looking for. This completes the initial settings for the payroll using the various options found under the Control and Business Account menu commands. There are a number of other options as well that will need to be completed before you can process your first payroll, such as earnings, functions, deductions, and many others under this menu. As always, to learn more about these menu options, use the online help at any time. You can also visit our YouTube channel for detailed how-to lessons just like this one. We hope you found today's lesson useful and ask you to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more how-to videos. Thanks for watching.